Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Rahayu Wilujeng. I am from 5BA class English department at State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya Palembang. In this occasion and video, I am going to present about 7 material about sampling. Okay, let me begin. First, we start from definition of sampling. What is sampling? Sampling is a technique of selecting individual members or a subset of the population to make statistical inferences from them and estimate characteristics of the whole population. For example, if a drug manufacturer would like to research the adverse side effects of a drug on the country's population, it is almost impossible to conduct a research study that involves everyone. In this case, the researchers decide a sample of people from each demographic and then researchers them giving him or her indicative feedback on the drug's behavior. The second, types of sampling. There are two types of sampling, which are probability sampling and non-probability sampling. What is probability sampling? Probability sampling is a sampling technique where a researcher sets a selection of a few criteria and chooses members of a population randomly. While non-probability sampling is the researchers chooses members for research at random. This sampling method isn't a fixed or predefined selection process. There are many types of probability sampling and non-probability sampling. The types of probability sampling is simple random sampling, second cluster sampling, the third systematic sampling, and the last stratified random sampling. But in this occasion, I would like to explain you about about the types of non-probability sampling. The types of non-probability sampling, there are the first convenience sampling, second judgmental or we can call purposive sampling, and the third snowball sampling, and fourth quota sampling. Next, types of non-probability sampling. The non-probability sampling method is a sampling method that involves a collection of feedback based on the researcher's or statistician's sample selection capabilities and not on a fixed selection process. In most situations, the output of a survey conducted with a non-probable sample leads to skewed results, which may not represent the desired target population. Okay. Convenience sampling. This method is dependent on the ease of access to subjects such as surveying customers at the mall or passers by on a busy street. The example of convenience sampling is if the selected population is every toll road user, the researcher takes a sample of people who happen to pass on the street on the road at a suitable observation time to be the sample. Second, judgmental or purposive sampling are formed by the discretion of the researchers. Researchers purely consider the purpose of the study along with the understanding of the target audience. The example of the judgmental or purposive sampling is research on corrupt traffic police behavior. Researchers determine sampling by observing who are the people who have felt aggrieved by traffic police, such as being ticketed without clear reasons, making it difficult to make a SIM or surat izin mengemudi, and so on. Third, snowball sampling. Snowball sampling is a sampling method that researchers apply when the subjects are difficult to trace. The example of snowball sampling is research on the use of borax on preservatives in making meatballs in Banyuasin. Cheating meatball traders certainly have knowledge and who are potential people to be research samples. And the last, quota sampling. In quota sampling, the selection of members in this sampling technique happens based on a preset standard. The example of quota sampling is create categories based on characteristics such as gender, educational levels, age, and so on. For example, um, if in the population there are 55% men and 45% women, then the sample taken must reflect the same percentage of men and women. Uh, I think it's about 45% men and women or something like that. The last, uses of non-probability sampling. First is create a hypothesis. Researchers use the non-probability sampling method to create an assumption when limited to no prior information is available. This method helps with the immediate return of data and builds a base for further research. Second, exploratory research. Researchers use this sampling technique widely when conducting qualitative research, pilot studies, or exploratory research. And the last, budget budget and time constraints. The non-probability method when there are budget and time constraints, and some preliminary data must be collected. Since the survey design isn't rigid, it is easier to pick respondents at random and have them take the survey or questionnaire. Okay, I think that's all about the 7 material about sampling. I do apologize for my mistakes and thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.